Just days before shipping out to Afghanistan, Marine Private First Class Jesse Sheets sat in a trailer with several hundred of his fellow Marines undergoing a battery of tests.
I'll see things that most people back here will not see. I'll see things that people back home won't have to deal with, and yes, I know this.
The military and Department of Veterans Affairs are studying service members at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms, California. Researchers are trying to predict who's most at risk for post-traumatic stress disorder before troops even set foot on the battlefield. It's a crippling mental condition that can emerge after a terrifying event, like a car crash, a sexual assault, and combat.
The most extreme things I've heard, a guy comes home from war and he's freaking out, he's beating his wife, he's drinking, he's doing everything he can. He'll go off and he'll hate the Marine Corps, and it's just like, okay, well, is that going to be me when I come home?
Once known as shell shock, combat fatigue, or post-Vietnam syndrome, it's thought to affect as many as 1 in 5 veterans returning home from fronts in Afghanistan and Iraq. Since 2001, almost 2 million U.S. troops have served in those countries.
The traditional view of combat stress and combat PTSD has been, since World War I, has been seen to a great extent as a issue of personal weakness.
The study is also looking for risk factors that point to someone getting PTSD and ways to care for it while still on the battlefield. Naval Corpsman medics are being taught how to spot signs of stress.
He said everybody's going to come back changed, but hopefully people could, or I can help even, the stress level to be moderate.
Dr. William Nash, who's working on this study, says this is a sea change in how the armed services treat mental illness and injuries.
We might be able to find some good tools to give the Marine Corps and Navy medicine to identify early those that are going to be at the greatest risk for PTSD.
Some exams look straight out of science fiction. The stress test shows images and measures how often you blink. Others are more conventional, blood samples and a weigh-in.
I've heard of other Marines coming back from deployments, and some come back with PTSD, and some don't, even though some of those other Marines may have seen just about the same amount, if not more trauma, and they're perfectly fine.
Vital, because many like PFC Sheets in 3rd Battalion, 4th Marine Regiment may deploy several times into battle. John Moan, The Associated Press, 29 Palms, California.